everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
How come when I say cheer, you look over there? Cheers, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I don't understand.
It's because my glasses on the
Oh, okay. So welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we try all sorts of cool liquors Monday through Friday. Cocktails, coffees, liquors, whatever. And today is Whiskey Day. Today's Tuesday, Whiskey Day. And we are going to try something really cool, but not necessarily available for all of you. This comes from the great state of Tennessee, so I'm really excited to try it. I've actually had a sample at the distillery of this, so I know what I'm getting into. But if you do like what we do, and this is an uncorking, so that's kind of cool. If you like what we do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. And make sure you leave comments. I love the comments. Unless you're hateful and spiteful and rude, then I don't really care for those. But we do get those. But make sure you leave comments. I try to answer all of them right away. So we are going to visit Chattanooga, Tennessee today, which is at one of my top 3 locations to retire. And since my retirement is coming up really quickly,
You're out of here?
Thinking about it. Chattanooga is just a wonderful place. It's beautiful, great people, got a couple great distilleries. It's in the middle of whiskey country, just about. Great history. It's just really cool. My wife and I fell in love with it. And the Chattanooga Distillery, Chat Whiskey, is a really cool place to go. They got a brand new distillery building they built, but I don't think they opened it to the public. But downtown they got the tasting area and a small distillery, and they are awesome people. They actually invited my wife and I in to do a free tasting and get to know the distillery. And so I'm really excited about doing these reviews, and I'm a little bit biased obviously, but they do some fabulous whiskey that you can get almost anywhere at your local liquor store in the US, except for this one. So this is a special, I don't know, trial run. They do a lot. They have 3 main whiskeys, but then they do a lot of single run experimental stuff. And this isn't necessarily their experimental batch, but this is the 1860 cask Solera Reserve. So it's a Solera barrel finished. It's 1816, maybe. Not sure why it's called 1816. I don't know if that's Tennessee statehood or what. I don't think so, but I don't know. But it's the Solera, which is a wine cask. Mm-hmm. Is it wine or sherry? Solera. Sherry. Solera is a sherry. So it's a sherry finish. It's a small batch bourbon at 45% or 90 proof. 45%, 90 proof. It's aged 2 to 10 years. 2 to 10 years. They like to, after 2 years, sample until they get the right one they like, which is very typical of small batches because you're dealing with such a small number of casks. And it was actually really inexpensive at $20. However, I think you can only get this at the distillery, I believe. I think it was a special that I got, and you can only get it as a special, I think. I don't know. It's been confusing times.
Buy one.
But if you bought like their regular ones, you could get this for $20. I don't know. I'm sure they'll leave a comment below. I think that they are wonderful people and you should check them out. I think that's it. Proofage, age, cost, description. It is all bottled up, sealed. So Cody was a little bit disappointed. He had bellied up to the bar to...
And he was denied?
He was denied. I'll pour him some in just a minute. Now their regular whiskeys can be quite expensive. $60, $70, $80. So what I'm going to do here, through the magic of editing, I'm going to pour Cody
And you won't even
a little
see
bit.
it.
And I'm going to set it right here, and then suddenly, just suddenly, it's going to disappear.
And 1, 2,
1, 2, 3. That is
steal your glasses too.
That's going to be a nightmare to edit.
Should have stole your glasses.
We need like, you know, to practice our show beforehand.
We need a dry run.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at your card.
It's this card. The one that we've been using for 4 years now.
I know,
Which was funny because, I mean, I just leave it here, and the other day we were, there's a weird shadow. We were doing an episode and you weren't here and Cody was here and he had that wheel, but he said he needed this. I'm like, okay. All right, so this is the 1816 Solera Reserve from Chattanooga whiskey. It's a 1-barrel. No, it's not. It's a 4-barrel
4-barrel.
for cost.
That's with an asterisk, though.
Yeah. We're going to say a 4-barrel.
Because if you gotta only get it at the brewery, you gotta go there, or not the brewery, the distillery. You gotta drive there or fly there,
Right.
and then buy several of the other bottles, and so.
Okay, so we're back. And I see you've used the power of different color pens. I'm bought him pens. I'm tired of 3 years him whining about pens and not buying his own, so I bought him pens. And now he's all excited and giddy and screaming like a little girl. And now he's got different colors and everything.
And I forgot what I did with the colors.
All right, so this is interesting, and we have got everything down exactly the same. $20 makes this a 4-barrel, very affordable. If it is in stores for $40 or $20, definitely pick it up because it's very affordable. Aroma, we each give it a 4.
Yeah, I got like. It's got like a brown sugar kind of like.
Okay.
That's the first thing I got when I. It's like brown sugar, a little bit of almonds.
Oh, almonds. Okay.
Not a lot, but just a hint, and the cocoa malt kind of like.
Cocoa malt.
That's what it says on there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like very in the back. It's not like the almonds and the malt. It's just very, very in the background. It's not like pronounced or anything.
If you sit down and get a blind taste of this, you know right away it's a bourbon. It's got everything you said, dark cherry, that bourbon-esque dark cherry, oak, some spearmint tones to it, that sweetness of vanilla and molasses. This is just cut grass.
And being 90 proof, it doesn't have that alcohol-y, like,
Yeah.
it's very like,
At $20, this is my new favorite budget bourbon, and we haven't even gotten to the flavor profile. So for flavor,
but I really doubt you'll ever be able to find this for $20 unless you went to the distillery.
True. I had to check myself when I said $20 and look back on my receipts, and it is $20 on my receipt. So it was kind of interesting because I'm like, no way did I get that for $20. But yes, flavor. We each give it a 4.
It's got a little minty.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
And some dried fruit. I got that kind of apricot kind of.
Okay.
You can kind of taste the barrel in it, you know.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I would hazard a guess, and they don't say on this bottle, but I would hazard a guess this is closer to the 6-7 year on the 2 to 10 year. And because it's probably, I mean, it's all vatted together, so the oldest is probably about 10, the youngest is about 2, I don't know. But yeah, it's towards the old age to me, because you can definitely taste the barrel. Getting the vanilla spearmint, like you said, that mintiness. Molasses, oak, yes, definitely the apricot. It's very bourbon-esque. This is really good. Bite, we each give it a 4, so we are 4s all across the board. There's no real bite. It's got a little bit of bourbon lingering to it, but nothing to worry about.
A little on the tip of your tongue, but not like anything
It's a very mild bite. And so this is a solid 100%, 16 points out of 20. That's a 4 barrel. And yeah, it's a 4 barrel. I mean, it could even be a 4.5, but we're going to leave it at a 4 barrel. Definitely, if you get this, pick it up. They have a lot of different expressions that they do. Their experimental series, all sorts of, I mean, pretty much a one and done, so it's really hard to get anything. And in fact, when we were at the distillery, I think every single one of their experimentals was sold out, and they just recently done a coffee experimental. And it's very unique, so if you can get one, pick it up. This place reminds me of when I was in my early 20s hanging out at the Bayfront Brewery and all their experimentals and being the guinea pigs for their experimentals.
Oh yeah, they bring out beer and like, try this, try this.
That was some good times.
That was fun.
And now they're too big for their britches. I don't know. We were their guinea pigs for quite a few years, and now they don't know me from
you haven't been
Adam. Yeah, I haven't been there in almost 30 years. Actually, over 30 years. So, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of, all their different experimentals. Always doing something new. Kind of cool. So tell us what you think about Chattanooga whiskey. If you see the Chattanooga whiskeys, they got really cool bottles. It's kind of like this, but it's all grooved and cool looking.
Do they sell other ones like at the
Yeah, they're local places. They sell even the one up at the one up the street from us. Most of the Texas liquor stores I've been into all sell Chat whiskey. They sell, at least they only have 3 major Chats, I think. It's like the 111, the 91, and the 80 or something. I forget the name. They're all coming up because we got them all. They do sell them in the stores pretty much across the nation, so major distribution. So, all right, tell us what you think about Chattanooga whiskey, Chat whiskey, Tennessee whiskey versus, maybe that Kentucky whiskey. There's a good fight for you. This is a Tennessee bourbon. Tell us what you think. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. Remember, check out all our other videos Monday through Friday. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey, great whiskey. This is great whiskey, great price, great flavor.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Just, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Cheers.
Laters.